Hello everybody, it is me, the Famous 8, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Now, in my last unboxing video, as some of you may know, I got this book, and I love this book, and apparently a lot of other people do too, and a lot of people requested to see what was inside this book in its own separate video or images online. So that's what I'm going to do today, but to make it not boring, I'm going to be comparing some of the images in this book with the images on the Bandai Tech boxes. Because, fun fact, they're very similar. Without further ado, let's get straight into the book. Now, this book is very thick. There's about 127 pages. There might be more. It's Hit Entertainment, 2002 to 2003. It's in Japanese. It's a very nice shot of Thomas. Now, let's open it up. On the inside, you have this kind of basic Thomas printing. The name of the book, table of contents with little photos from the show. Goes to this very, very, very lovely scene, which, fun fact, is Thomas's side shot, and those appear to be drawings of Annie and Clarabelle, which is really strange. They're not actually the models. We have a shot of Thomas, a shot of Edward and Bertie. 2002 to 2003, this is up to season 5. You have Henry, you have Gordon, which is quite a nice model. These are very high quality shots. James, Harold, Percy, Mavis, Cranky, Toby's scared expression. Then you have a gallery page, and this is actually very helpful for me because I constantly forget who the artists are for the Railway series. So this is C. Reginald Dalby, this is John T. Kennedy, which I really like his illustrations, and this is Gunvor and Peter Edwards. Boy, I love their illustrations the most out of all of them. Owen Bell, or Owain Bell, I don't know exactly how to pronounce his name. Very nice illustrations. Then back here is Robin Davis and BKN International. So that's really fun. Now we get to the good part, the character index. Okay, so this is Thomas. Thomas has two full pages to himself. It has photos of him throughout the series, season 4, 3, I believe season 3 and season 2. It has a frontal promo, a side promo, and then kind of a slanted to the side promo. And if, interestingly enough, trying to get it all in here, on his box for the Bandai Techs, it's a different promo. Now, this book recycled a lot of the promos from the Bandai boxes, and I'm going to be showing you the ones that kind of stand out, and then I'll show you some that are exactly perfect. But this is one that's a little bit different, because as you can see, the Thomas in this promo looks very, very different. Okay. So next, we have Edward and Henry. We have Gordon and James. Percy. Now here, let me provide an example of the promos being exactly the same. Other than one being small and one having more vibrant colors, they're identical, except Percy is missing his porthole and has coal detailing. But other than that, they're pretty much the same. So that's really fun. Now we get to Toby, and this is where the first kind of air appears. Let's see if I can get a good shot of Toby. There. So first of all, that's white, and he has kind of a white splash going around, which is cool, but not really accurate. Comparing him to his Bandai box, they're pretty much the same except for that white splash. Don't know why they changed it. Next, we have a duck. Notice that the color is more vibrant on this one than it is that. They kind of scaled down color on everything here. Don't know what the decision to do that was, or why they did it. You can also see it with Donald and Douglas. Sorry if my movements are a little strange. I'm trying to do this all with 2 hands. Oliver, and this is the biggest air out of all of them, because he has that right there. You'll notice. Yep, they didn't paint his smoke box. They also didn't do this on his Erdl model. Then you have Bill and Ben, which is exactly the same, except they painted the mouth gray on this one. Well, this one it's white. They're also missing the black splash right there. That's right there, but who cares? It still looks nice. Stephanie, Duke, this is where they start getting shorter. Scarlouis, Rheneas, Sir Handel, Peter Sam. This is an error. Rusty has Rheneas inside of him. That's Rheneas's cab, and that's Rheneas's funnel. Then that's kind of him underneath the tracks, and those are his buffers. But interestingly enough, see that cab color? How it's kind of a dark pink? Well, if we go back to Rheneas, his is orange right here. So that's strange. It's really fun to look at because Rusty looks like a steam engine. Now, here's actually an instance where the Bandai got the color completely wrong, other than Toby, which was kind of off. But this Bandai model is kind of orange. But then Duncan on the book is the bright yellow, and I think it looks way better on him to be bright yellow. Diesel, who's very toned up. Mavis, who has that white splash. Nicoboko. Daisy. Diesel. Derek Diesel. Yellow Diesel. Because this was season 5, so I guess they assumed there was only one, and I don't think they had names yet, but Yellow Diesel, that's fun. And interestingly, it says Diesel 261 and Derek Diesel, not just Derek. Then Annie and Clarabelle, Henrietta. Interestingly enough, Clarabelle's face is on the wrong side because it's supposed to be on the same side as like the little, what's it called, luggage compartment. It's also kind of moved down right there. Kind of see the differences. Old Slow Coach, Troublesome Trucks, which this is actually kind of interesting. Look, the Bandai ones, they're brownish and dark, and that's because the Bandai models were kind of black and dark. So, it's nice to see that those are gray. Scruffy, which I don't know why they changed from the Bandai one on this, actually. Because the Bandai one, in my opinion, looks way better, even if it's not as accurate. But that's really fun to look at. Toad, Birdie, Bulgy, his face is kind of forward, and that's not as crooked as it should be. This is also a really good example of them undoing color. As you can see, this Bulgy is a lot darker. Then you have Trevor, which they just completely redid the thing for. You can tell because it kind of just looks nicer and it's way larger and the details are more crisp. And then there's also that wheel thing right there, or steering wheel, sorry, excuse me, then that this does not have. Caroline, Sir Topham Hatt, Sodor Mail Van, Laurie's 1, 2, and 3, then Butch in his flatbed, the flatbed that he has on the Bandai model, Terrence, and oh boy, so this is the Terrence top. They're pretty much exactly the same except colored in mouth and just different colorations, and this is crisper. And see right here, our Terrence looks kind of normal. I am so happy that they didn't use this. This is the creepiest thing ever. Isn't it just so creepy? So that's anyway a nice touch. They also have, Farmer Finney looking like Slender Man, so that's really fun. Good old Thumper, George, Harold, Tiger Moth, Bulstrode, Cranky, Lady, Diesel 10, then Splatter and Dodge with their really fun faces. Their faces just look so funny. Just, oh my gosh. So Topham Hat, which looks very fun, and that looks like a very dramatic pose. The underneath of his hat is white though, which is cool, I guess. Then you have episode order from season 1 to, I believe, 5. Then you have, so season 1, season 2, season 3. It gives a little episode description and name, I'd imagine, in Japanese. Season 4, season 5. Nice shots for each of them, too. Love that shot of Haunted Henry and Toby in the Flood. And then you have this fun page. I don't know what its purpose is, but it says Island of Sodor, and it has very nice images of places in the series. I am curious because I do not remember seeing this scene with Birdie. Is it a deleted scene, or is my memory just failing me? Probably memory. Then you have this. You have this with frontal promos of a lot of the engines. Then you have a map of Thomas Land, Japan. All the rides and where they are. It looks really cool. I guess this was a place to stay. Oops. Then you have books. You have learning books. I don't remember seeing that James book in the US. You have these little catalogs. Then you have the busy books. I believe these are called the busy books, or Ladybird books. I don't know what they're called exactly, but they look fun. More books. Oh, Thomas and the Magic Railroad stuff. And these books. Railway series books. And the Railway series books for Japan look really fun. You have, I believe these are VHS. Oh, DVD, CDs. So these are CD tapes you can get. Really nice. Don't know what the ones over here are, or what the difference is. Then you have more DVDs and stuff. That's fun. Oh, the Magical Adventure movie, Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Oh, those two are rare. I met someone a while ago that told me that these were rare, so that is really nice to have an image of those. Then you have the Bandai text, which I showed in this video. And this looks to be a later style because some of the faces appear to be a little bit different. Like, that Thomas appears to be really jolly, when my Thomas just kind of looks strange. Maybe they changed it, maybe they didn't, I don't know. Oh, Terrence has that little person, and I can never find that little person with Terrence. So annoying. Okay, so this goes all the way through 57 of the range, and then they started making like the motorized cars and special edition engines. There's the Knapford playset, there's the Tidness Sheds playset, there's Pocket Fantasy, which is pretty nice, I'm gonna find some of. There's these toys, just some stuff on the bottom that I occasionally see. Hey, Tomy, yes, here is some Tomy. I believe those are prototypes. Same as Boko, because his eyes are painted. Diesel's a prototype. Oliver might be a prototype. And then right there, with the Gordon. Can I get it in shot? You can kind of see it. That's the Angry Gordon, so that's really fun. It's strange, because that's the only one with the painted running board. Oh well. Here's some pretty freaking awesome looking sets. That one in particular looks mighty cool. The Tomy sets you can get. I love that set. It's just so cool. There. Oh, and down here is Lady and Diesel 10. Golden Bear, Edward, or Thomas, Gordon, James, Percy, Henry, Bertie, Harold. Really fun. Were those the only ones released in Japan? I don't know. This came out in 2002 and 2003, and I believe Golden Bear in the US was in like the 90s. Push in. Oh, I'm trying to find all of these. I almost got a few. I have Percy. Then the push in ones again. Then like some Tomy Play-Doh stuff. I think. Oh, Tomix N Scale. That's really fun. Oh, look, potty training. How fun. I love that censorship right there. Very clever. Wooden Railway. Thomas's promo is special and like the only one that's on track, but it has all the prototypes. I believe these were the earlier designs, or the images are of the earlier designs, because Dalton and Douglas are flat. This looks... I don't know much about Wooden Railway. I have very little. But from what it looks, these appear to be a lot of prototypes, because I do know that those were prototypes. And Oliver was definitely a prototype, because he has, like, Thomas's face. Same as Scarlouis, because he has Percy's face. So that's really fun. Accessories. Oh, I'd love to find a logging depot. Oh, those brick things on top, cell phones, whatever. more. Oh no, these are the brick things that are kind of cool. I know they released a lot in that line, including like Duck. Oh, Playrail capsule. I guess this is when the line started or something. Just some little train things. I don't know what a lot of these things are. There's a rip in the page right here. Posters, if they are posters, I'd like to find one. Swings, balloons, bikes, bowls, candy. Oh, you've never seen Percy and James with these pillows. That is interesting. Hack stuff, umbrellas. Seen this. This one's really cool. It's like this fabric. I don't know how to explain it, but these are all really nice. I'd like to find some of these someday because these are really cool. And I think we're almost at the end. This is like a photo card album thing. Don't know what this is. Don't know what that is. I see this one sometimes. Back to says 2002, 2003. So that's the book. I believe this was a yearbook of some sorts. I don't know exactly what it is, but I do love it to death. It is super fun to look through at all the designs and stuff. Especially all the little funny errors, trying to spot them all. It's just a great delight. If you do see this, I do recommend getting it. I hope this video was satisfying enough for the people who wanted to see it. And without further ado, just thank you for watching. Have a good day.